Stories are like friends. They allow us to engage with and reflect on what happens in our world. They also allow us to read about other people, worlds, and situations. Many people have asked why I wrote a book about Cardinal Wolseley. So FYI, I didn't. Okay. This book is not so much about a physical place, which does exist, but rather about survival and the story of these characters. Wolseley is a beautiful town in the Western Cape. It's surrounded by mountains, and if you haven't, it's a 2-hour drive from Cape Town, and my character's host town. However, Wolseley, the story, is one about South Africans living today and how they interact with their world. My hope is that you will have the opportunity to think about their world, as well as what it means to live in this country called South Africa. There are so many storytellers in our country who have written beautiful books about dignity and the impairment thereof. This theme is not new, and I will never try to assume that I can compete with these great stories or authors. Rather, I hope that Wolseley allows us an opportunity to be grateful for what we have, and consider how the small opportunities and singular events can help to change people's lives for better, or in some cases for worse. I thought it would be fun to play the very first clip from the audiobook, which is also available, so that you can get a feeling about the story and the characters. So, if you don't mind, rather than me sit and read, you can hear me. I don't know how loud it's going to be.
Part 1. House. Jesus, Pa, what are we going to do? She shrieked. Magda, do not use the Lord's name in vain, her father said, looking displeased and confused. So, Pa, but he said we have to leave at the end of the month. Where will we go? Her voice was breaking as she tried to get the words out. I will sort it out. I always do. He didn't know why he had said that. Maybe he needed convincing at this time too. He looked at her, trying to comfort her, but he knew that his face gave away the truth. They were in trouble. We will have to pray for the Lord to protect us. A statement, a solution. Hendrik, the man of the house, would have to let Martha, the breadwinner, know of the news, and pray like he had never prayed before. Wolseley, like the person after whom it is named, is not particularly attractive. It has neither the beauty of Franschhoek nor the reputation of Stellenbosch. It is an afterthought on the way to Ceres. You know that you are nearing your destination when you are hit with a smell, one so potent and real that it creeps into your nostrils and reminds you that this is fruit country, and that rotting fruit in late summer is what feeds commerce in this part of the world. The town is small, one main road, houses, and some processing plants for wood. An earthquake once ripped through the area, leaving in its wake various destroyed homes, and some of those, still standing, are made without bricks and clay, temporary accommodation that somehow became permanent. On the outskirts of the town, after taking a right at the 7-Eleven and crossing a bridge, there behind the train tracks and ensconced into the industrial part of town are 3 small cottages. The house is not in the residential area of Wolseley, nor in its centre. Further up, and within sight of the cottages, is the township or location where black and coloured people live. Apartheid may have ended, but poverty still segregates. It is a humble house with fencing around it, not the fancy type with bars, but a simple metal fence with a small gate that squeaks when it opens. The windows of the house are covered with wire netting, metallic bars, that masquerade as a security feature. They are not tastefully done, but look rather messy, just like cages for chickens that have been placed over the windows, so as not to let the livestock out. The house is dark, even during the day, when the sun is at its highest. In the front of the house is a small veranda from which can be seen the surrounding mountains from afar and the wood pulping plant nearby. Its floor is painted red. Over the years, the paint has worn away, and so it looks patchy and speckled. If this were Tuscany, it would be called weathered, which is romantic, except in Wolseley, it is derelict and neither romantic nor charming. The house itself is a dirty cream, and its roof red, like the veranda. It is set on a large plot on which there is also a dilapidated stable where horses must have once been kept. This rather rickety structure is no longer steady. The current owner, like the previous ones, has not bothered to knock it down. It remains intact and a remnant of a more glorious past. To call what the house has a garden would be a misnomer, for although the plot is large and covered in grass and many riotous plants, it is a neglected, abandoned space which, coupled with the state of the house, tells a story to all who pass by it on the dirt road that fronts it.
Okay, so that's a little bit of the book. It's the very beginning, so it hasn't really given anything away. I don't want to go on with a long list of thank yous, but I want to mention that I have a lot of gratitude. And for those of you that do eventually get into the book, the last 2 pages speak of that gratitude. But I want to thank our hosts this evening, Chris and Yaku, who are part of my family and who have been an integral part of my life. Thank you. I also want to thank you for allowing us into this beautiful space filled with its glorious paintings, a reminder that words and images have so much power together. A big thank you for your hospitality and friendship. I'm lucky to have 2 of the 3 people here tonight to whom the book is dedicated. And I want to say these people are both beautiful, generous, and kind. People who have shown me and taught me about bravery and strength and resolve. And this book is yours. I also want to thank my family, both immediate and extended, and to stand back and just say that I feel blessed, for I'm one of the luckiest people in the world to have had parents that allowed me opportunities that only others could dream of. I've been allowed to study what I wanted to and without question, and have been shown love and support. To my partner who has stood on this journey with me and provided the base from which I can do what I do, thank you. For the opportunity to travel and laugh and simply be, I am truly thankful. To my extended family, I am thankful for all the inspiration and confidence that you have given me, thank you. And to all the amazing friends here tonight, the people from whom I have taken life lessons, no matter how big or small, you are my continued oxygen, and I am humbled to know you and for the friendships that have stood the test of time. Thank you. To the team at South Africa Writing that helped put this together, thank you. To Sam, thank you. To all the other people, please, I haven't forgotten you. I'm thankful. And to everyone here, if you would like to have a book, please come forth and get one. We also have an audio book that goes with it. If you have an opportunity and you do like it, please tell your friends about it. And thank you so much for coming and being here tonight. I'm really humbled and thankful. Thank you. Just in terms of books, we've got a few, so if you would like to get one, I think it's best...
credit card? Cash.
And Christmas is coming.
Don't worry about the price, it's affordable.